Hey guys, so it's been a while since I did a video. Mainly just I haven't really had anything new to review or whatever. But recently I made a few purchases that it's not going to be a review or anything like that, but just have a few things to talk about, say about it, and just showing you guys some new stuff I got. So first off, I got a new wrap for my mask. I've made videos about this before. If you know about me, you know I use wraps specifically from SkinFX. Mark Magnati is the guy behind that. Love him. He does great work. I've been extremely happy with my wraps in the past. Um, so I had both of my masks wrapped. If you recall, I had one that was mostly yellow or sport gold, which I still like. It's not that I didn't like it or anything like that, but I'm just kind of starting to change up the colors of my gear. Still Panthers colors, but just moving away from really heavy on the navy and sport gold and more red and then navy and then the sport gold just kind of accents. So I wanted to switch up the wrap, and I still liked it, but I want to switch it up. So now I went from the sport gold mainly to I did like this cool, or I think cool concept, where I wanted to play around kind of with texture because I like to keep things simple, right? But I still wanted to, I don't know, have a little flair with the mask. So what I did with this one is um, I asked him to do a matte base on it, and then uh, it's like a gradient. So it starts off from the front of the mask. It starts off red, goes in the back to navy, and then I have the old Panthers third logo as on the two sides. And that's in gloss. So I wanted that to kind of stick out more. So, I mean, I'm talking about it. I could just show it to you. So without further ado, this is the wrap. As you can see, like I said, it's, it starts off red and then there's the gradient into navy and then the back plate. I didn't even want to do anything in the back plate. I just wanted, like I said, this is the most simple mask I've ever done, but I really like it. I think it came out sweet. Simple but stands out. Um, yeah. So, and again, I'm just very happy with his work. I always recommend him. Um, he's done wraps for NHL guys. I think Olympics. Various stuff, various pros. He's probably the most well-known and used wrap guy around. And he's been very good to me. Now, besides just the fact that how good this looks, and once again, I'm happy with it. Oh, and if you see some marks, because I've used it a couple times already. I wanted to make this video before I used it, but I just didn't get a chance to it, and I ended up playing a couple times, so I ended up getting hit. So there's a puck mark there, but whatever. From use, and the cage is not a new cage. I had this on before, so that you'll see some puck marks on that. Anyway, though, besides just the beautiful wrap that he did this time, he really went above and beyond, and I want to talk about the customer service I got from him. So this is actually the second version of this wrap I got. The first one arrived, and I guess you could say part of it is my fault. Like, I didn't put a lot of padding in the box when I sent it to him. I just had it. I mean, I had it in a mask bag, but it wasn't like a heavily padded mask bag or anything. And then I just put it in a box and I sent it to him. But that's how I had sent the other two wraps I had done to him before. So I didn't really think anything about it. Unfortunately, like when I got it back, I could see right away from the box that I don't know, they put something heavy on top of it or whatever they did, but they didn't take care of it. The shipping company I'm talking about, and so that was kind of red flag right off the bat. And unfortunately, I opened it up and I could see the mask or the wrap, not the mask, the wrap was damaged. Like you could see, obviously something really heavy was put on top because you can almost see like a imprint indentation on the wrap of like something that was sitting on it. And then there's like another part where the wrap was kind of crinkled up. It wasn't like huge. I mean, if I had to just keep it like that, I mean, I guess I could have lived with it. And, I don't blame Mark at all for this. I mean, he's just shipped it back the same way I shipped it to him. So I wasn't like holding him responsible for it or anything, but obviously it was disheartening to find the mask like that, brand new wrap and it's already kind of messed up. So, I always let him know when I get the mask. So I told him, I got the mask. I said, unfortunately this happened, whatever. Like I said, with no expectations of like, I know it wasn't on him and it wasn't, on him to do anything about it. But being the guy that he is and the good customer service, I didn't even ask for anything. As soon as I just told him like how I found it and what happened, he's like, send that thing right back. I want to make it right. It's too good of a rap for you to just start off with it like that. So, and he didn't charge me anything extra, whatever. He was well within his rights to be like, look, I gotta at least charge you for the printing. Everyone, no, just he just redid it for me. And now I came back this time. When I sent it the second time, I put a shitload of padding in it to make sure. But even the box was fine when I came back. So I don't know what happened that first time. But yeah, so he redid the mask, sent it back. It looks great. I think it looks great. So I will reiterate, Mark Magnati at SkinFX, if you're looking for a wrap, does great job. I'll show the mask again. I think this is really sweet. So yeah, that was like one of the new purchases I made. Another new purchase is, and I've done videos on Sergei Bobrovsky's stick before. The way I get them is at the Panthers Arena. I live in South Florida. The Panthers Arena, they have like a little store where they sell game used equipment from the players and whatnot. So they'll have sticks and stuff. So they've had Bob sticks in the past, and he had been using the Eflex 4 sticks. Now he recently switched to the Eflex 5, and this is the first time I had seen any of the Eflex 5 sticks in the store. So it's not a huge change for him, hugely different than the Eflex 4 stick I have of his, but it is a little different, and also just the fact that it's Eflex 5, I kind of was interested in it, so whatever, I bought it, so I'm just going to show it to you. So here it is, his Eflex 5 stick. As you can see, the logo on the front is a little odd. I mean, this isn't like just on his, this is just how the Eflex 5 logo is, but it's like slanted and it gets cut off, like the C's cut off and then the M gets kind of cut off on this end. This is his stock taping on it. I haven't changed anything yet. I redid the taping on the Eflex 4 before I use it. I haven't used this stick yet because I don't like this. This is like almost like a tennis grip tape or something, and it just gets really sticky and kind of fucks with the palm of your blocker. So I usually take this off and just retape it with regular stick tape. But just a few things I wanted to point out. Again, just that's custom that he does on his stick is, I mean, we've talked about this this curved shoulder before. He's got this like little knob here. I haven't asked him. I don't talk to him. I'm not sure exactly what that's for. I'm assuming just in maybe in certain situations he kind of brings the hand up a little bit, and then in such other situations he brings it down. And I talked about that. Definitely go look at my my overview or review of his stick that I've done in the past to I really get into like his reasoning behind things. But as I've said, one of the good things about this type of shoulder on the paddle is you could really play around with where you put your hand. You're not just locked in with like a normal squared off shoulder. You're not just locked into a certain spot. You can choke up more. You can go back. And uses a really short paddle. So CCM lists it as, you can see it. This one has 22.5. So this is something he actually changed with the Eflex 5. Because with the Eflex 4 stick, it was listed as a 22 on the stick. So he went up half an inch, and it literally is like half an inch. Like when I put it side by side, it's hardly a difference, but it is like roughly a half an inch bigger. Again, why he did that, I don't know. I mean, I guess he's just experimenting with it. This is a game use stick, so he has used this. The other thing though, in the game use store, they had another one of these Eflex 5 sticks, and that had the regular just 22 listing on the size, not 22.5. So apparently he's kind of playing around with that 22, 22.5, and he's actually used both in games. So I'm not sure exactly like if he's still kind of going back and forth with that, or if he settled on one size over the other. But he had been using 22 for a while in the older Eflex stick. So I don't know, but it's like I said, it's not a huge difference, and the fact that he can move his hand around wherever he wants, it really makes it not much of a difference at all. But he still probably uses, like the shortest paddle anybody uses in the NHL. And again, in my video on his stick, I talk about the advantages of that, why he does it, etc., etc. So yeah, I mean that's that's just kind of like a couple, like I said, changes or just interesting things about this stick, and just kind of showing off. I mean, it is his custom stick, but I mean, this is an Eflex 5, and you see the graphic on it. I think it's not a bad looking stick for CCM. I mean, for the most part, I haven't really been crazy about CCM sticks. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you this back part of the paddle too. I think it looks kind of cool. I don't know, it's like a carbon kind of finish, and then it kind of almost ghosting the CCM logo on it. I've seen other you don't have to have it like this, because I've seen other NHL guys using Eflex 5 sticks, and the back side doesn't necessarily look like this. So this is something I guess he requested. I think it looks pretty kind of cool though. But yeah, so this is his newest stick that he's using, or at least one of them. Like I said, they had both the 22 and a 22.5. Yeah, so that's it. Just wanted to kind of talk about a few recent purchases I made. Yeah, I have a new set on order, a new V9 set. I already have a V9 review video up, but I felt like it was kind of time to, not that my current V9 set is like unusable or anything like that, but I don't want to wait till it is really bad, because especially with the wait times, the world being that it is, the wait times that are for new sets now, I didn't want to be in a situation where like I felt like I really needed a new set quickly, and then I gotta wait like 20 weeks or something. So I figured I'd get a new V9 set, sell the old one for at least a little bit of money. I usually don't charge that much when I sell my old gear. But yeah, and I'm kind of switching up the color on it, not necessarily the colors themselves, but just which colors are more prominent in the pad. It's going to be more of a red based set. So I mean, that is on order. It's still, like I said, with the wait times, it's still a ways away, but I'll definitely do a video on that when I get it, just to show it off. But again, I've already done a V9 review video if you want to go back and look at that. So yeah, these are just like my recent purchases lately. Nothing really like new or to review that I have planned coming up, just because I don't know, it's just the way it is. There's just nothing that's come out that I felt like I wanted to try or buy or whatever. But yeah, so that's it for now. Hope you guys are all doing good, and I'll see you in the next video.